How did U.S. interventions shape Latin American history? Imagine a story where outside powers influence the fate of entire nations. That's what U.S. interventions have done across Latin America for more than a century. These actions changed governments, economies, and social lives in ways that still matter today. From the late 1800s to the present, the United States often stepped into Latin American countries to protect its own interests. This included military occupations in places like Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Nicaragua. The U.S. justified these actions with doctrines like the Monroe Doctrine and its Roosevelt Corollary, which claimed the right to control the region to prevent European influence. These interventions usually installed or supported governments that favored U.S. business interests, often ignoring local voices and democratic choices. During the Cold War, the focus shifted to stopping the spread of communism. The Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, played a big role in this. They helped orchestrate the 1954 coup in Guatemala, overthrowing a democratically elected government. The United States also supported military regimes in Central America, even when those governments committed human rights abuses. These regimes fought against leftist groups and the U.S. provided military aid to help them stay in power. The Bay of Pigs invasion in Cuba was another example, where the United States tried to overthrow Fidel Castro's government. In countries like El Salvador and Nicaragua, the U.S. backed counterinsurgency efforts that often led to violence and suffering for ordinary people. Later, U.S. policies focused on the war on drugs, which aimed to stop drug trafficking. Latin American countries were pressured to adopt strict drug laws and received funding for anti-drug operations. But this approach often caused more violence and social problems, making life harder for many communities. All these interventions shaped Latin American politics by weakening democratic movements and encouraging authoritarian rule. They also created cycles of violence that affected everyday life in the region. These historical actions have also influenced migration patterns. Many Latin Americans left their countries due to instability and economic hardship caused by these interventions. As a result, large Latino communities grew in the United States. Understanding this history helps Latino students connect their family stories to larger world events. Teaching about these interventions in schools allows students to see how history affects their lives today. It encourages them to think critically about the past and their role in shaping the future. When students learn about their heritage and the history of U.S. involvement, they gain confidence and a sense of identity. This kind of education supports their opportunities by validating their backgrounds and encouraging civic participation. Knowing this history helps students see the bigger picture and understand the challenges their communities have faced over time.